Welcome again to our broadcast. It's October 13, 2025. It's a busy week here in Washington, D.C. I am out on the ground at the IMF World Bank Annual Meeting, the 2025 IMF World Bank Annual Meeting. As you can see in the background, we are several events throughout this week. We have ministers from Africa, from Europe, and from Asia. They are all gathered here, as well as the central bank governor and their delegation are all gathered here. This is a major event that takes place twice a year. We cover the spring meeting, and this is the annual meeting for this year. So the event kick off today with a major focus on the civil society. The IMF Managing Director, Christina Georgieva, held an event with the civil society this afternoon, and then later on the World Bank President Haji Banker also held a separate event with the civil society. Some of the takeaways from those two major events that were held today focus on Africa, on how, as well as in developing economic, on how to support developing economic and how to create more jobs. As we know, there is huge unemployment among the youth in Africa. So the focusing on how to create jobs and how to engage the civil society more and to support their on-the-ground activities, work that they are doing. I had a chance to speak to some of the officials that are participating at some of these events. We also had a chance to take a listen to the early parts of the Commonwealth meeting. This is the first time that they actually allow some of the media to attend our event. So we had a chance to take a listen to some of the opening remarks from the Secretary General for the Commonwealth. We know the Commonwealth, a lot of African nations are part of the Commonwealth. So we had a chance to take a listen to that conversation. Here's a roll from that conversation, as well as our conversation with the International Finance Corporation Managing Director, Mr. Diop, as well as the official from Togo, the General Budget official from Togo, on what they hope to, at the end of this meeting, what they hope to take away and what they're looking forward that this event will accomplish. Here are those conversations.
To this finance ministers meeting, and I also regret that unfortunately the Secretary General has been unable to come here today because of some family health emergency. But we have the Minister of Malta, Honorable Clyde Arana, who will be chairing this meeting. So we will start first with the Secretary General's remarks, which he will present by video.
Honorable Clyde Caruana, Minister of Finance of Malta, Chairperson of our meeting, Excellencies, Honorable Minister, Heads of Delegation, colleagues and friends. It is my great honor to welcome you to this year's Commonwealth Finance Ministers meeting being held in Washington in the margins of the IMF and World Bank annual meetings. This is my first Finance Ministers meeting as Secretary General, and I deeply regret that due to circumstances outside of my control, I am unable to join you physically. I am thankful to the Chair for his understanding. Excellencies, I want to begin by reiterating my deep gratitude for the trust your governments have placed in me. I approach this responsibility with deep humility and with determination to ensure that our Commonwealth delivers for every one of our 2.7 billion citizens. We meet at a time when the global economy is being tested in a way we have not seen in contemporary times. growth is becoming increasingly elusive. Debt vulnerabilities are rising. Trade is under serious pressure. Development finance is tightening, just as the climate crisis demands even more of our resources. For too many of our members, especially small states in least developed countries, these headwinds threaten to erase hard-won progress and constrain future opportunity. But if the storm is real, so too is the opportunity. At the heart of the crisis we face is the breakdown of the rules-based international system. Funding available to the secretariat considerably. I've also authorized the creation of a resource mobilization directorate to position us to bring in resources from traditional and non-traditional sources. I myself plan to visit a number of our member countries as well as non-member countries to advocate for funding of our core priorities as well as for partners such as the Commonwealth of Learning to expand its digital skills education to over 10 million young people. I appeal to you to become the champions for funding the Commonwealth's agenda through early payment towards pledges as well as for funding the CFTC, the Commonwealth Fund for Technical Cooperation. So let us be bold. Let us harness our shared values, our common interest, and our joint action. Let us turn our solidarity into prosperity. Because if we stand together, we can turn today's headwinds into tomorrow's pathways of growth and opportunity for every nation and for every citizen of our Commonwealth. And now as I close, it is my pleasure to invite our chairperson, Honorable Clyde Caruana, Minister of Finance of Malta, to guide us through the proceedings. I thank you.
This week,
I would like us to make to make progress on the job agenda, which is the central theme of our annual meetings. And yes, that's what I really want to see.
as an African,
Yeah.
what do you hope with everything that the
More
World
African
Bank,
kids to have jobs.
for more African kids to have jobs? Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
As we gather here every year, at the end of this week, what will you like to see? That when this meeting concludes and you return to Togo,
À la fin de cette semaine, nous attendons des différentes rencontres que les préoccupations de l'Afrique soient beaucoup plus prises en considération. Nous sortons d'une réunion où il était question, on a constaté quand même que les organisations financières internationales n'arrivent pas à répondre aux préoccupations, surtout des pays africains. Voilà, donc il faut réorganiser le système financier pour répondre beaucoup plus aux besoins des pays africains qui sont beaucoup plus dans la nécessité du développement de leur économie. Voilà, donc nous attendons beaucoup plus de financement du côté des pays africains. Nous attendons aussi également une attention particulière par rapport au changement climatique et à l'environnement.